Now that we've covered the whole history of everything that led us to the Hoover Dam, let's go over this imagery that's at the gallery exhibit of the Hoover Dam. Now, as you can see in the background, we have the Hoover Dam wall. Over here, we've got the 9/11 towers. Over here, we've got Hollywood, and this looks like the Mormon church temple to me. And I'm sure there's more in here that I'm missing, like the flowers and this building over here that means stuff that I just don't know what it means. If you guys do, comment below. Now, this is at the Hoover Dam Gallery. Interesting. Why would they have the 9/11 towers and Hollywood and the Mormon church and the Hoover Dam all together, and also have the Hoover Dam full to the top with all of America just enjoying themselves and playing these sports and living life to the fullest, if the Hoover Dam was supposed to be about water? So they've got this sign here that says flood control, navigation, irrigation, water storage, and power. Now, I told you guys that they have this monument to Dr. Elwood Mead, who Lake Mead was named after, who was a huge water conservationist and wrote the water code throughout the United States, Australia, Canada, South Africa, New Zealand. Now, I double checked to make sure that he was not a Freemason, and he wasn't. So of course, the Freemasons used him to put him up, and look what we're doing, and we're being amazing with this Great Depression, which all was in the 1930s, which of course happened after World War II, which is when the Freemasons started infiltrating internally, and it stems down from there. It's a whole ripple effect. Now, Dr. Mead wanted to keep the water clean and pure and preserve it, because that is how we keep this country going. But as we can see, Lake Mead is drying out. Now look how low the water is. This was built in 1931, and I believe it will be completely dried out by 2030 when the looking glass can't see past. I believe that the Freemasons had a plan for world domination, and all of this and this was a part of the distraction. Now over here we have another statue that says, since primordial times, American Indian tribes and nations lifted their hands to the great spirit from the ranges and plains. We now with them in peace buildeth a great nation again. Now, I'm sure that they put this up to be like, oh my God, we're building a great nation after the Great Depression. But it was all a plan for the Freemasons to take over the world, which is pretty much what they did when they got the United Nations to sign the Atlantic Charter. Now, if we pay attention to this whole series of videos that I've made for you guys, tell me history is not trying to repeat itself. Every timeline that we've been through is starting to repeat itself, and we must turn it away, because an intellectual war is the only way that we will win this fight. So let's be smarter than them and break out of the matrix. And let's find out what's under here.